Was Market where the Trump was?
Yeah.
But I'm on the other side of
Socialist quality.
Where do I go?
So are you a Donald Trump supporter?
Yes, I'm a Latino for Donald Trump supporter, actually. Yeah.
What do you like about Donald Trump?
Well, you know, I'm let me take my glasses off. Just looks better. I'm more of a Ron Paul guy, honestly. You know, I believe this is my theory. You know, Americans had a chance in 2012 with someone who was much more concise and precise with his arguments. He's like a chisel, you know, and so it went most above people's heads. Now we get the sledgehammer. You know, who knows? You know, he might just turn on us, but I doubt it. I'd rather take my chances with him. And honestly, people Latinos often misconstrue what he says because, you know, it's groupthink. You know, he's not condemning all Latinos. You know, we come to this country, we want to embrace this country's values. We want to, you know, be nice to our hosts. You know, if we want to come here, we got to realize that it is a culture thing. We're not coming here because it's just like Mexico. We're not trying to make the Southwest Mexico again. Like, if you want to make a point, you know, do it without some Mexican flags. That's obnoxious. You're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna make any friends like that.
Kind of like when in Rome.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You know, it's like you come to Rome, be polite. You know, it's like the United States doesn't have some magic in the land that all of a sudden you cross the border like you're all of a sudden an American. You gotta work on it. You gotta realize that, you know, this is many decades of growth and understanding and community. And, you know, I personally think we just need troops on the border. We don't necessarily need to build a wall. I would like to see Mexico become like Canada, where we don't need a border. But until that happens, we need to control our borders. Like the rest of the world, all these other countries in the world have that right. Why can't we?
Why do you think people want to come here?
You know, aside from the economic benefits, it is also an idealism. And some people just want to come here for the money, which, okay, you know, so they're going to kick you out. You're going to get your money, go home. You know, get a work visa or something. But if you want to come here for more than just the money, you gotta learn some American values, and you gotta learn that, you know, you can't just come here and just take up Marxist doctrines and just start trying to fuck shit up. You know, I'm sorry, I was supposed to cuss, but don't let people fool you. Not all Latinos are against Trump.
Why do you think America is so divided right now?
Well, it's social engineering. Social engineering. I think they're trying to deliberately weaken this country and eventually collapse it. It might just be too late. People say that, you know, we Donald Trump might be able to pull it off, but who knows? You know, the powers that be might just tank the economy once he takes office. Civil war might erupt, and global catastrophe can ensue. And at least we'll have someone at the head who will be able to rally around. Who are all Americans, you know, white, black, Hispanic, Asian. I saw lots of different races here. It wasn't just white people, you know. And if there was any hate coming from people, it was people outside, you know. So, go America.
What can we do to help educate these people? How can we, you know, where's this meme coming from?
I actually I had one talk with one supporter outside, one anti-Trump supporter outside, and it was a nice talk. It was constructive, but she happened to be a Ron Paul supporter in 2012, so she wasn't coming exactly from the liberal angle. I think some people are worth saving, worth talking to, and then there's those that you really can't do much about. And who knows what? Like, who knows what's going to happen in a few months to a few years from now when hopefully things don't get violent, but civil wars happen all the time. I just hope that, you know, the right people, you know, choose the right side, because a lot of families are divided on this too, and it's really ugly once hate speech becomes violence. And if you look at where most of the hate speech is coming from, it's not from conservatives. Conservatives are angry, yeah. We are angry. You know, they claim to be angry too. But it's like, people don't want to look at it objectively. Subjectively, oh my gosh, this is distracting, I'm sorry. But down the line, in the future, it's not going to be pretty, but, you know, it's pain. My girlfriend tells me beauty is pain when she's doing my hair. I have like long hair. She tells me beauty is pain. If we're gonna make this country great again, if we're gonna make it beautiful again, we're gonna go through some pain. It's like any endeavor, like any discipline. So there's not gonna be avoiding that. It's just like, how much pain are we gonna have to take on? Are we gonna have to take on some useless pain where we just keep suffering for decades upon decades, or are we actually gonna do something about, maybe working stuff out and having some self-respect? A lot of people say, "Oh, you're Latino like Trump. Why is it you're self-hating Latino?" And a lot of times with white people, I'm like, "You're a self-hating white person. Like you don't respect what your people have achieved. It's not just your people. Obviously, black people too, and some Hispanic people. But it's like, why is it only okay for white people to be self-hating? Why is it okay for only white people to be self-hating liberals? Why can't I be a self-respecting Latino? Why can't I, why can't I make my own decision? Why do I have to just automatically be branded as a liberal? I grew up in San Francisco public school districts, and at an early age, I knew something was up when they were like constantly pushing liberal talking points, and I started looking into Ron Paul, and that's what really got me into it. Now it's like I'm willing to embrace Trump, even though I don't agree with everything he says. Like, some of it is like, oh my gosh, look at this. Some of it's just spicy rhetoric. I don't think he's gonna turn tail on us. I don't think he's gonna backstab us, but there's a chance. But I think he's worth. I think it's make or break it time right now.
What do you think about Hillary Clinton?
I mean, there's not much to think about here. I'm more scared about Bernie Sanders. I honestly think Hillary Clinton's not gonna make it. She has too many legal issues, and too many of her own kind despise her, which is a good thing. But I'm more scared of Bernie Sanders because the Marxist indoctrination is working. I think Bernie Sanders is what they wanted 20 years from now or 10 years from now. I think the establishment thinking is that we're going to put Hillary Clinton in now because she's more digestible, and someone like Bernie Sanders in 10 years from now or 15 years from now. I think what the establishment is going to realize is that Hillary Clinton's not going to work out. Their only option is going to be Bernie Sanders, and that's going to be a tough fight because there are a lot of walking zombies that are just going to fall for the Marxist talking points that just fluff. There are a lot of working class people to support Trump. There are a lot of minorities to support Trump. Socialist talking points are very superficial. I have a theory. I'm Catholic. I think socialism is just trying to mimic what Christianity created without Christ, without religion. I think, and there's a reason why communists hated Christians. They actually killed them. Nowadays, they're gonna try to give us something that's kind of like Christianity. It's Marxism. It's really just Marxism. So
Well,
Hillary Clinton,
much, man.
whatever.
Hillary
No problem.
for prison, yeah.
Hillary for prison. Yeah.
What's your name, buddy?
Edward Moran.
Edward.
Cool.
Great talking to you, man. Super
You too.
intelligent.
Thank you.